Hey everyone, I'm Big John, and welcome to another episode of the Diz Ability Show. So, this week I want to talk to you about some limited mobility tips. Now, when you go to some guests you'll see some in motorized scooters or wheelchairs because some of them can only walk so far before they just fall or faint or something. But there are still so many things people can do at Disney if they have limited mobility. Like we always say on this show, if you have limited mobility, you should get the Disability or DAS Pass. It will make things even easier. A cast member would ask you, are you willing to get off the scooter and to hop onto the ride vehicle? And it's usually not a long walk from the disability entrance to the ride vehicle. It's literally a ramp or a gate. It will make things much easier for you. And also, there are some people who are wheelchair dependent. So, meaning they can't get out of their wheelchair at all. But there are still some things they can do too, like the boat rides. Many of the boat rides have special boats with ramps and stuff that you can put that person in, and they too can have a great time. Just because you have limited mobility doesn't mean you should have limited fun. So anyway, that's my tip. Let me know in the comments if you have any questions on how to do Disney for people with disabilities, and I'll make sure to get to a future episode. Now it's time for this week's Top 5. So, you're in your hotel. You're hungry and you want something to eat, but you don't want to go to a park or a hotel. You don't want to go to a park or Disney Springs to get a bite. Fortunately, Disney hotels have some of the best sit-down and quick-service restaurants around that aren't in a park. So this week, we are going to do my top 5 hotel eateries. Now, keep in mind, these are both sit-down and quick-service restaurants in this top 5. Number 5, boat rides at Port Orleans Riverside. We ate here back in April. It was very good food. The fish was good. I think I had the fish or the chicken or something like that, or the steak. But anyway, I know the food was good. Again, we always talk to the waiter to make sure the food is good. To see, because I'm a picky eater. And it is, I believe, adjacent to the Muddy Rivers bar where Yeehaw Bob performs at night. So that's quite convenient for those who want to see Yeehaw Bob. All right, number 4 is Whispering Canyon at Wilderness Lodge. We've also dined here back in April. It's beautiful. It's rustic. And for those who have seen my horse race video from this restaurant, it's also interactive. And I believe there are other things people do with the guests besides that horse race thing, and I think that's pretty cool. Because you're not just getting dinner. You're getting sort of like a show, and you're in the act. So I think that's pretty cool. Number 3, the first quick service in our top 5 this week, the Contempo Cafe at Disney's Grand Floridian Resort. Now, this is right outside the main building of the Grand Floridian, and it has a whole bunch of great food, especially like cakes and cookies and a whole bunch of great desserts. We always like to stop here to see what they got new. We like to stop in there on our way to or from the Magic Kingdom if we're going through the hotels on the way, or as we like to call it, the scenic route. And it's a quaint little place to duck in and see what's delicious. Number 2, Chef Mickey's at the Contemporary. Now, I just released a character dining tip yesterday from when I ate at Chef Mickey's a couple weeks ago. And for those of you who saw it, thank you. But it's pretty good. Character interaction was great. For those of you who don't know, I am not a huge fan of interacting with the atmosphere characters right up close. So if you know someone like that, you can talk to the host or hostess, and they'll talk to the character coordinator, and they'll make sure that you still get to see the characters, but not too close. Even though I did have a little instance when I was eating and Donald Duck jumped me, but I forgave him for that. Donald, if you're watching, I'm sorry. And now my number 1 hotel eatery. This should be no surprise to anyone who knows me. The Landscapes of Flavor at Disney's Art of Animation Resort. Now, of course, my number 1 hotel, so naturally my number 1 hotel eatery, because it's a food court, but it has something for everyone. If you have pizza, there's something for everyone. Me. If you want something healthy, there's something for you, like my parents. But it's great. The atmosphere is good. There are TVs everywhere. The music in the hotel plays in there. It's great. It's always fun to pop into Art of Animation if you're not staying there, and it's still my favorite resort, and maybe I'll be there again one day, who knows. So anyway, let me know in the comments what your favorite hotel restaurant is. So, the Magic Band Plus launched a couple days ago, and a lot of people are giving their thoughts on it, and I thought I'd give my bits and pieces of it of thoughts on it. So, for those of you who don't know, the Magic Band Plus is the latest iteration of Magic Bands. It does everything a normal Magic Band does, except for the puck doesn't come off. I don't think. Because usually we put the pucks on our watches. But anyway, it does even more so as well. Not only does it does everything a Magic Band does, besides what I just said. Sorry, just a cold, not COVID. It also has special other features. Like, for example, if you're in front of the Fab 50 character statues, the band will vibrate, and then the statue will start talking, which I think is pretty cool. And if you're in Hollywood Studios and Galaxy's Edge, they have a Batu Bounty Hunters game with the help of the Magic Band Plus, helps you track down a suspect or a sneaky individual, and if you succeed in your mission, you get some galactic credits coming your way. And also with the Magic Band Plus, it'll also interact with the nighttime spectaculars and the beacons of magic. So it's sort of like the glow with the show ears, which I'm surprised didn't take off quite as well after how well it was promoted. But anyway, I think the Magic Band Plus is cool. I can't wait to get my hands on one of them for my next trip in February. So I can't wait to test out the wonders of the Magic Band Plus for myself. So anyway, that's this week's show. Let me know in the comments if you have any questions on how to do Disney for people with disabilities, and I'll make sure it gets to a future episode. Now for this week's shoutouts, make sure you guys check out Nate, aka Paging Mr. Morrow. He does amazing vlogs from the parks, food reviews, riding rides. He does it all. Make sure you check him out. Also, make sure you guys check out Josh and Jenna over at Resort TV 1. They do amazing live streams from the parks each and every week. You don't want to miss them. Also, make sure you check out our buddy Nick over at Magical News Live. He also does amazing live streams from the parks. And he is a great cast member working the Skyliner. So big props to the Skyliner cast members. Also, my friend Julie at Dream to Stream. She will be streaming on her Facebook group this Tuesday at Epcot. Make sure you check her out if you're part of her group. If you're not part of the Dream to Stream group on Facebook, I highly recommend it. For the latest Disney Parks news and gossip, make sure you guys check out WDW Magazine. If you've not subscribed here yet to the Big John Network, what in the Walt Disney World are you waiting for? And tap the bell for notifications so you never miss a second of the fun. And until next time, may the mouse be with you.